Welcome to your hallways, staircases, and other passageways cleaning video. Feel free to play this and listen to my voice while you clean, listen and pause as you work through your tasks, or watch this video through and then clean. Whatever suits you best. These spaces are those that affect the flow of your home. How easy is it to get from point A to point B? How does it feel when you travel from place to place? Do you notice clutter and dirt as you go, and is that stressing you out? Or do you feel neat and welcoming as one space flows calmly and seamlessly into the next? These spaces might feel like a bit of a side dish, but they're actually important because they set the stage for the rooms in your home. If the hallways are cluttered up, even if you walk into a clean room, the remnants of that messy passageway, it's right there with you. These are extraordinarily simple spaces to clean, and you'll see that with only a few minutes spent on each space, your home will feel so much cleaner. I find the MIAs in these spaces for me are floors, since things can pile up. I fall into the habit of using these floors to leave items that I'll take somewhere else, say the kitchen or the donation bin at a later time. So for me, keeping the flow of stuff moving and making sure that the floors are clear, that's my MIA. Other people might find that ceiling corners are their MIAs, noticing all the cobwebs up there. Or perhaps the staircase gets cluttered up in your home, so that's an MIA. Head over to your main staircase or hallway now. Have a look around and think about your MIAs or most important areas in here. What makes you annoyed, stressed out, or frustrated, or irritated in terms of the mess? Walk the other hallways and the staircases in your space and just do the same thing. The MIA quiz on page 7 will help you focus in on what's most important to you. You'll likely notice a trend in all of these spaces in terms of what matters to you most and where the mess lies. We tend to have the same habits no matter where we are. Okay, now that you're done, consider your hallways and staircase cleaning plan of action. What are you going to focus on? What are the products, tools, and techniques that you're going to use in this space? Doing this work now will save you so much time in the long run, especially for a lightning fast job to begin with. Take a moment now to set your intention for the cleaning by visualizing your clean space. Take a moment here to focus on what you want these passageways to look like, space by space. And as you do this, you're helping yourself to achieve those results. Go stand in your main passageway or staircase and close your eyes just for a moment and imagine what your space would look like, ideally, if it were clean to your liking. Imagine the hallways and staircases in your mind's eye very clearly exactly how you want it to look. Having a clear picture of what your space looks like, only as clean as you want it to be, that's half the work. How do you want your staircases, light fixtures, hallways, and floors to look? Look up, around at the ceiling corners, the vents, the light fixtures, down the stairs, all the way down to the floors and baseboards. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. Great, you've set your goal, and that's what you're going to work toward. Now we'll move on to the second step of the Maker Method, PTTs, or Products, Tools, and Techniques. We've got some high dusting and cobwebs to deal with in these spaces. Do you need to get any special vacuum attachments for dealing with this dust? Visit page 197 to learn about my exact recommendations for both carpeted and hardwood stair cleaning. How about light fixtures? While these spaces are quite simple to clean, planning your products, tools, and techniques will most definitely save you time. To get yourself in the mood, consider playing music or a podcast, perhaps with a portable speaker or using headphones, since you're going to be moving around a lot. You can also open a window or diffuse some essential oils around the house. Make sure you're dressed comfortably, have used the washroom, have a drink prepared, and have everything distracting turned off. Right before you begin, look at these passageways and just remind yourself that in about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on what you need to do, these are going to look beautiful and clean, and these are spaces that are going to bridge you to other beautiful and clean spaces around your home. In the book, I explain where to start this cleaning if you're in a multi-level space, and you can see starting point rules on page 193. So head over to your starting point, wherever that is, and begin your cleaning. Focus on wave 1 and get rid of clutter as well as tidy these spaces. Next, move on to wave 2 and think about your MIAs and what needs attention today, or what can wait for another day for a bigger cleaning. How do your light fixtures and your corners look? Dusty? Cobwebs? Is today the day? I cover how to clean super high up corners and chandeliers on page 194. How's your staircase looking? And when was the last time you gave spindles and baseboards and handrails attention? I go over how to clean stairs in great detail starting on page 197. As you clean, be on the lookout for any superfluous items that just hang out without really serving a purpose anymore. Anything that's just there for the sake of being there. Can you get rid of it today? A clean passageway can be a good thing. When passageways are clogged up, well, there are too many metaphors here and I'm not going there, but you catch my drift. As you're working, pause for a moment and just remind yourself how proud you are for dedicating this time to cleaning these easily forgettable spaces. You're working to improve the flow of your home, and you can see that it's really easy to do. As you wind down cleaning these spaces, remove the items that you've used to clean and replace any items that you've removed, and then just put the final finishes on your space. The floors are the last to be done, and you can either vacuum or vacuum then mop. Smile ear to ear, pat yourself on the back, let out a little spirited cheer, or do a quick dance. Whatever you need to do, you deserve to congratulate yourself and ride those feel-good vibes of your efforts. Your passageways are ready for you to flow through. These passageways barely need regular cleaning outside of light dusting and floors, but they do require bigger jobs to be done a couple of times throughout the year, especially if you don't like spider webs. With a bit of scheduling, you can ensure that both the big and small jobs get done, and you can see it's pretty simple to do. Regular cleans involve focusing on your MIAs, so consider what matters most to you in these spaces and just focus on those areas regularly during your more frequent cleans. For example, vacuuming and dusting and cleaning marks and fingerprints off the walls. Finally, consider those bigger jobs which can be scheduled in less frequently, like handling cobwebs and light fixtures. And to do this, just have a look at your scheduling chart on page 274 to see what you want to include in your monthly, quarterly, and annual schedule for these passageways. Scheduling and routines is the third step of the Maker method, and like I always say, what gets scheduled gets done. Well, you've done it. You've finished cleaning the hallways, staircases, and other passageways around your home, and I am thrilled with your efforts. Next up, we're going to storage spaces. Please share your journey with me by using hashtag KickStartCMS and tagging me on Instagram and Twitter using the handles @CleanMySpace and @MelissaMaker. Share your photos on Facebook or send me an email to info@cleanmyspace.com. I'd love to know how this program is helping you.